God made you on purpose, for a purpose. You have never looked in the eyes of someone who does not matter to God. Most of us are far too busy for our own spiritual good. Destructive fear must be stopped in its tracks, or it will undermine the life God invites us to live. Storms draw something out of us that calm seas don't. Authentic Christianity is a supernatural walk with a living, dynamic, communicating God. God delights in pouring His favor on obedient risk-takers. If you are too busy or too proud to pray with your children, you are too busy and too proud. The best gift you can give a human being is an introduction to a God who loves them. You don't have to be any more talented, any richer, any slimmer, any smarter, any more or less of anything to partner with God. All you have to be is willing to be used by Him in everyday way. The heart and soul of the Christian life is learning to hear God's voice and then developing the courage to do what He asks us to do. It's incredible to realize that what we do each day has meaning in the big picture of God's plan. I hate thinking about it, teaching about it, and writing about it. But the plain truth is that hell is real and real people go there for eternity. Church is what you do. Church is who you are. Church is the human outworking of the person of Jesus Christ. Let's not go to church, let's be the church. The local church is the hope of the world, and its future rests primarily in the hands of its leaders. You are the most difficult person you will ever lead. It's amazing how many coincidences occur when one begins to pray. The only way to motivate people is to live a motivated life in front of them. If you don't change your schedule, you'll be the same person you've always been. A leader's most valuable asset is not their time, but their energy and ability to energize others. Every single decision you make as a leader has an effect on the spirit of those you lead. Live each day with an open ear toward heaven, eager to respond to any whisper from God. Most people feel best about themselves when they have given their very best. Vision is a picture of the future that produces passion. The tithe is a wonderful goal, but a terrible place to stop. How do you pray a prayer so filled with faith that it can move a mountain? By shifting your focus from the size of your mountain to the sufficiency of the mountain mover, and then stepping forward in obedience. God didn't make you a leader to respond to stuff all day. He made you a leader to move things forward. The mark of community is not the absence of conflict. It's the presence of a reconciling spirit. If the request is wrong, God says no. If the timing is wrong, God says slow. If you are wrong, God says grow. But if the request is right, the timing is right, and you are right, God says go. Is the ambient noise level of my life low enough for me to hear the whispers of the Lord? When you get to the end, will God say, "Well done," or "What was up with that?" There is nothing like the local church when the local church is working right. People will not follow a leader with moral incongruities for long. Every time you compromise character, you compromise leadership. The foundation of firm leadership is character. Nothing that matters in this world happens unless leaders lead it. Life's great moments evolve from simple acts of cooperation with God's mysterious promptings. Self-awareness allows you to self-correct. It's one thing to see a vision, it's another thing to be seized by a vision. Leadership is not for the faint of heart. I would never want to reach out someday with a soft, uncalloused hand-to-hand, never dirtied by serving and shake the nail-pierced hand of Jesus. Personally, I've never understood inactivity. Why a person would sit when he could soar, be a spectator when he could play, or atrophy when he could develop, is beyond me. Leadership requires a non-stop demand of fortitude from day one to the end. You can live and lead small, live and lead safe, live and lead selfishly, or you can pursue a grander vision. You're a leader. It's your job to keep your passion hot. Do whatever you have to do, read whatever you have to read, go wherever you have to go, to stay fired up. And don't apologize to anybody.